Okay, y'all want a video. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all want a video about Toya. How I feel about Toya giving her husband Memphitz, whatever the fuck his name is, Memphitz. Mickey is his real name, I think. Mickey or Mikey, some shit. But yeah, Memphitz. How I feel about her giving him a hall pass, and that's what it's called. Eight hall passes a year to sleep with anybody, to do whatever you want to do. And you guys was asking me this question, and I went back on my my YouTube this morning. I saw the question again under another video I did. I'm like, okay, let me go and talk about it, because I was gonna talk about it because I didn't know what I was talking about at first. You guys asked this question before that show came on the other night. I watched it because I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about, her giving him a hall pass. Let me look at it, because I think it came on after what, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. You guys know I don't like to talk about the celebrities and stuff, because you know everybody else is doing it, and I just look at it for entertainment. Half of this shit is scripted, or they're doing it for a reason to get another show or whatever. That's how I feel anyway. But I watched the show, you know, because again I wanted to see what y'all was talking about, and I'm looking at the show like this, one eye open, like really. And I wasn't even interested in the show, to be honest. I couldn't even tell you about the other couples. I was just like, whenever they came on, when I got on my Instagram or whatever. But I paid attention to, of course, Memphitz and Toya. Now, first of all, I'm going to say this before I go any further. I treat those celebrities, now I think of them just as if they just another human being like me and you, because that's all they are. They're human. They just regular people that became famous, you know, became a celebrity by singing, acting, or whatever they do. So they just like me and you or whatever. And I'm looking at the show, and it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds to realize that Toya, in my opinion, is one of those slow women I used to talk about in my videos. And I said I was going to stop using that word because I didn't want to offend anybody, but hey, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it, as if she, excuse me, as if she's just one of them slow females. Even though we all know her as Lil Wayne's baby mama, Lil Wayne's ex-wife, Ray Janae's mom. She best Hollywood New York Times bestseller. She's the author. She's the entrepreneur. I applaud her for all of that. I really do. But again, that's still, you do all of that stuff, you still can have a couple of screws loose upstairs. And I'm watching her the whole time. I'm like, again, she ain't no different than women I talked about. She just sort of kind of slow to me as far as her way of thinking. Now, Memphitz, that little boy, he just a little boy. The way he act, the way he they walked into their house and he closed that door, like trying to didn't even hold the door open for her, and they put the camera on her and she looked at, and I'm like, really, bitch? Like, for real? I would have been like, you know what, that camera, this is it. That's the last disrespect. I would have cussed his ass out. So they would have edited that whole shit. You gonna just close the door in my face like that, talking shit, like giving my rings back, and she just a childish too, taking back watches that she had got him and giving my camera back. You took your ring back, like, for real? Who the fuck does that? You supposed to be Toya. You supposed to be Lil Wayne's baby mama. You supposed to be all of that. Again, I can't look at her like that. You just another female to me. You a little slow. You don't get your damn man, husband, no 8 passes to do whatever you want to every year, and he ain't giving you now. If you want to have an open marriage, I don't tell folks what to do as far as they marriage, whether, you know, as far as don't do that unless you ask my opinion. But if you're going to have an open marriage, come on, like, get out my mouth like this so they can see me. If you're going to have an open marriage, have a damn open marriage. You get to open your legs to whoever you want to open your legs to also. Don't just give him all the fun. You do that shit too. And she doing that shit because, again, just like some slow women, they do whatever they feel they have to do to keep their man around. Even though he childish as fuck, he immature as hell. Even though, you know, they said on the show that it was her idea to, like, okay, maybe we should separate. And that's when he started going off like, yeah, separate. Oh no, she said we should get a divorce. I forgot what he did. He did something. Oh yeah, when he got mad when K. Michelle had came out and said that he was the one who had beat her and stuff. I believe her from the fucking jump. I believe her, hell yeah. And Toya pissed me off too. I lost respect for her when she jumped in, I knowing all of the facts. Yeah, she's lying. She's lying. How the fuck you know? He might not be beating your ass, but how you know he didn't beat that girl up that day? He could have been high on pills or something. Anything could have happened, or he could have been a different person before you married him. But yeah, I believe he beat that girl like a dog. I believe that shit. And you jumped in. She lied. I lost respect for her when I saw that. You don't shut the fuck up. You don't know what the hell happened. If you don't know what happened, just shut up. You don't say that she's lying. And again, K. Michelle sitting back, being famous, laughing at your ass because you stuck with that little boy. You stuck with his old trifling, immature, young ass. I just lost. I don't respect him. He's just like, wasting my eyesight and wasting my time looking at him. But he's so fucking immature. Talking about, yeah, she said that even though her ass talking about, yeah, he didn't beat her. And Memphis on Kim talking about, yeah, you wasn't on my side. You didn't have my back, so I moved out. She's like, what you mean I didn't have your back? I was on your side when she put on social media that K. Michelle was lying. And look what he did. Toya to her, look what he did, his little young ass. Look what he did. He still left. Still moved out. Still talking about, you ain't on my side. After you done said that. Yeah, he wanted their mom. He wants somebody to pity pat him on his back. Oh, it's gonna be okay, and woe is me, and whoa, baby. And she, again, one of them women that do what they gotta do, even though it's degrading to them as a female, that do shit like that to keep a man like that in their life. For some reason, she's self-conscious. Even though she rich as fuck, got everything seem like going on in the world. Like I told y'all, you can't put those celebrities on the pedal. They're just like me, you, everybody else. The only difference is they got fucking money. That's the only difference. They got more money than us. That's the only difference. So how I feel about it, again, this bullshit, you know, if you know, like I said, you want to have an open marriage, if you think if that's what you want to do, fine. But you do this shit too. You don't let him do what he want to do. And then he gonna tell me now she can't do it. Really? Really? So some women, like Toya, don't wanna. Okay, they had one marriage that didn't last. They got one fair marriage. So some women is like, okay, well, I feel like a failure. I'm going to feel like a real failure if my second marriage don't last. Especially when I went on social media and offended him about not beating his ex-wife. And then if I get a divorce from him, everybody's gonna be laughing at me. So I'm not gonna get divorced, which is too official. I'm just gonna say we separated or whatever. And then again, it could be all an act because again, you see they on that show. But I don't think it's an act. I just think they're doing it because she just bored. She ain't got nothing to do. Because you can see his reaction when the woman came in. He was rude to her. He said something to her and she was like, oh, really? Because he was looking like, bitch, what you doing here? That's how Memphis was looking at the white woman, at the counselor. What's her name? I don't know. Yeah, that's how he was looking at her like, fuck you doing here? Oh, Toya invited you because I didn't invite you. Some shit he said like that slip. And again, it could be out for the camera, whatever. But I think that's his personality. I honestly think that's his personality. And she sat him down and said, look, you say you lost everything. I don't know what he lost. He lost his career. He lost his money or whatever. I don't know if K. Michelle, did she sue him? I don't know what happened. So, fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I'm using the wrong little thingy. Because this one is not. Okay, y'all, hold on one second. I apologize, y'all. I know I ain't finna record this over. I apologize. I'm not gonna record over. I'm sorry. So yeah, she told him like, hey, you know, let's do this reality show. Everybody else doing it, and hey, it pays pretty good to get on TV and clown ourselves and tell everybody our business. So let's do it. He probably said, okay, fine, I need the money. Fuck it, let's do it. So yeah, that's probably the reason why they doing it too, for publicity. But again, you can't change. He ain't that good of an actor, I'm trying to say, to be faking all of that. He's a fucking asshole. He seemed like he really is an asshole. And before this show, you know, I seen some comments he made, you know, on social media and stuff, and I always said he a fucking asshole. Yeah, he beat that girl. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much longer, but y'all, that's my opinion. So that's it. He a fucking asshole. Toya don't got all that money, got all that stuff going for her, and don't even know her self-worth. Don't even know her self-worth. She get anybody she fucking wanted to, basically, and you picked that little immature ass boy. And what he did, what men like him do, is also, even though he know that he's immature, you know, he's young or whatever, he's an asshole. I'm pretty sure that he didn't show all of his assholeness, his immatureness, when he was whining and dining her, when he was dating her before they got married. I'm pretty sure that he held back so he can be the gentleman, because she even said on the show that, you know, they getting married, or they got married, and he was so, that's her soulmate, and he is so nice, and he's so this, he's so that. Yeah, he didn't show none of his assholeness probably when they was dating. So as soon as they got married and shit starting to hit the fan, like, you know, K. Michelle came out, or he felt already a little immature and a little self-conscious his damn self, because he's like basically what's that I'm trying to say, getting Lil Wayne's sloppy seconds, you know what I'm saying? It's like he got to fulfill Lil Wayne's shoes. Like, okay, I got to be stepdaddy to Ray Janae, I'm married to Lil Wayne's, you know, baby mom. I got to really step my game up. So he already feeling some type of way about that. But trust and believe, he didn't show all of his ways when they got together. They got married. Again, the stress of the media and stuff, because we didn't know who the fuck he was. I didn't before he married her. Think about it. We didn't know who he was. So now all of a sudden, again, you know, the media is on him. And I mean, he was a producer and stuff. I know that he got Chingy something. He produced acts and talents. He brought people, you know, produced him or whatever. But as far as being in the limelight and on TV and stuff, he wasn't doing all that. So yeah, he can't handle the stress. And when you stressed out, that's when the real true self, that's when your real true self come out. When you drunk and you're under stress, that's when your true self starting to show. And he's starting to show his true colors, I'm trying to say. He's starting to show his true colors. So basically, he's an asshole. She's a little immature. I don't want to call her slow. Kind of sort of a little bit. She got a little bit of slowness, a little touch of it. Really? So Ray Janae, again, she just ain't nobody either. But I ain't saying, I don't mean it like that, but she just she 16 or whatever. Yeah, she's 16 or 17, so she looking at her mom, and she probably seen the way Memphis been treating her mom, so she thinking again, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. So when she dates somebody and they slam a door in her face, or they say, well, give me my ring back, or give me that suit back I bought you, and give me that you quitted me, but give me all my stuff back, she gonna say, okay, she gonna think that shit is cool. Yeah. So it's sad, you know, that she feels as if she had to do that to keep him around. Because see, what people don't fail to realize is that when somebody is dating you and they already, like I said, they're an asshole or whatever, they're going to do whatever they got to do, say what they got to say, buy what they got to buy, act the way they got to act to get you. And if you pay attention, he probably let it slip somewhere while they was dating. He probably, like I said, the assholeness, a little of it probably slipped out and she just overlooked it. But then once they got married, like I said, and then the social media and all the stress and stuff came with it, that's when he just like, man, I'm moving out, forget it. Who does that? Who leave their wife and say, okay, it's too much stress on me, it's too much drama, you ain't got my back? But you done, again, went on TV and defending his ass. But yeah, I'm sick of talking about them. It's just like, boy, bye. He too fucking immature. So that's it, 'cause I'm getting ready to repeat myself. So that's it, you guys. I mean, if you guys want me to talk about stuff like that or what's in the media, if I get a lot of comments like I did on this one, I get a lot of replies about, talk about it, I will. But other than that, it's not something that I want to do all the time on my channel. So that's it, you guys. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'll holla.